Hello and welcome back to the channel and to be getting back into the video series for Divide and Conquer. We need to pick our next faction. Now, the Anduin campaign finished and it finished I think pretty, it was a pretty, overall it was a pretty easy campaign. I played it on hard and I'm going to play this one on very hard. The Harad campaign that we have going on at the moment is on very hard? No, it's on very hard for battle and difficulty. So I'm going to play this campaign on that as well. Now, the choices that I'm going to put forward for this new campaign, because Harad is down here in the south, so it's quite a small campaign, it's going to not go any further north than this. The choices that I'm going to put forward are the Orcs of the Misty Mountains, because I don't think anyone really plays them. They're not a bit, They got a lot of cool units though. They got the Flame Wrangler, which is the Mangonel unit. So that's cool. And they got some nice cav like the Azog's Defilers. So yeah, I'd be interested in playing them because they use like large unit sizes and things. And also they have a fight with the Dwarves of Khazad-dûm, which is almost like a boss battle. So that'll be interesting because this campaign's like a toss in the air of whether or not I'm going to be able to actually beat the dwarves or just win it, to be honest, because I think it could be quite a difficult one. The other option, which might be better for when the next version comes out, is the Vale of Dorwinion, because they have a script choice between the Avari elves and the humans. One's more trade focused, and if I was doing this I would do the elves option. Just because when I did the Breland one, I did the trade option on that. And I feel like with the Vale of Dorwinion, it gives me an option to... They're similar-ish faction, but it gives me an option to do the opposite almost without playing Bree again. Because if I pick the elves on that, it's like taking the Dunedain choice with the Breland, because you get elven units if you do it with Bree. So, I quite like both these factions, and to be honest, I probably will play the loser anyway. So when the Harad one comes over, I'll probably play the loser of these two factions anyway. Just because I really want to play Dorwinion because their units look interesting. I quite like the human factions, probably the most of any faction. Harad I'm enjoying, but it's a bit of a slog. That's the only thing I would say about it, is I'm a bit fed up with fighting in the same areas against very similar enemies to me. I just want to push on the Swans and Dol Amroth. It's disappointing that the Varrigs of Khand attacked us, because it's taken a bit of the fun out of that campaign. But Dorwinion or Orcs of the Misty Mountains, because we'll get to fight elves with the Misty Mountains and dwarves and some really high tier stuff. Dunedain. There's a lot of difficult enemies over here. With Dorwinion, you have the unstoppable hammer of Rhûn to face off with. The only problem with that is that if you beat Rhûn back, I assume this campaign becomes an absolute doddle, because at that point you're just fighting Dol Guldur again, who are really basic, and Mordor. So this campaign could be a little bit easier, but as I say, I just think some of the sort of decisions and things on this one could be better. Could make for a more interesting campaign. But thank you very much for watching. Just leave your votes, as comments, or I'll put a poll on the video just for you to vote on. And it'll probably flash up now if I do a poll. And please, feel free to vote for whatever faction you want, and comment with a different faction if you think there's a faction I should be playing instead of these ones. But I felt like these were good options because they're both sort of the same part of the map. So, well, when I say same, they're the same parallel, they're like the equator. So, thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of whatever wins this vote. Thanks again. Bye-bye.